A highly requested video from me was my recovery journey, my sobriety story, basically how I got sober at 21. I want to preface this by saying this is not an advice video. Please do not do what I did. I broke every single rule in the book, and I am very lucky that I have ended up where I have ended up. I am actually Narcotics Anonymous's biggest motherfucking hater, but I must agree that addiction is a symptom of a greater problem. Addiction is a disease. It is an illness. The dependence on substances is a symptom of that disease. I was diagnosed a long time ago with polysubstance abuse disorder. I spent about a decade in active addiction before finally getting clean and sober at 21. When I was 18, after experiencing essentially a massive stroke that left me temporarily disabled, unable to walk. It was the first time I'd ever gone to big girl grown-up rehab. That treatment center to this day is probably the greatest fucking place I've ever gone to. And I was there, I thought that I was gonna be clean forever. Like, that was it. I'm never gonna let this happen again. That was when I was 18. Unfortunately, I obviously did not stay clean after that experience. I relapsed pretty shortly after. I had a very bad habit of falling madly in love with people at the rehabs that I was at. I had a very serious addiction to love as well, and running away or getting kicked out due to these relationships, and that is where we get to me being 20 years old. I start my relationship with my now fiance and father of my child. He was 38 when we met, and I turned 20 like 4 months before that. We AMA'd from rehab, and we moved in together after 4 days of an official relationship, and we sort of relapsed over and over and over. Never recommended to start a relationship in rehab or in NA, which is exactly what we did. It is also not recommended to start a relationship before 1 year of sobriety, which we also did. I'm 21. We are living in a recovery house. He overdoses in front of me. The ambulance took forever. Obviously, he ends up being okay. They had to revive him on the floor in front of me while I watched, and it was very traumatic to me. We decided in that moment that we are going to be good now. Like, we are going to get clean, we're gonna be okay. So we're doing well, and about 2 weeks later, I find out that I'm pregnant with my daughter. And for me, that was a very life-changing moment. I had always wanted to be a mother. I had always had this idea that having a child would save me, which is a very common thought process for women in recovery. It's a very terrible one, though. Most of those women relapse, and I am very lucky to be able to say that I did change my life. I have almost 3 years clean